So now in section 1.7 we start to look at combining like terms. Well, first of all, terms, so terms are separated by plus or minus. So if terms are separated by plus or minus, this is our first term. Second term. Third term. So when we say combining like terms, some rules that apply. So in order to combine a variable with another term, the variables must be the same, and that's including the same power. So the variables must be the same variables, and that's including the same power. So So when we look at a problem like this here, so say we started with the first one. We have x to the first power. We will ask ourselves, do we have other x to the first powers? We do, which is the one right next to it. So we can subtract the coefficients in this case. So it would be 4 minus 2 to give us 2x. Is there anything else? Can we put this one next to it, and why can't we do that? Yeah, different power. So we can't do anything else with it, since we have that different power. So everything else stays the same. So it has to be, in order for us to combine, it has to be the same power, the same variable, and the same power. If you have multiple variables in a term, so if we have multiple variables in a term, in order to combine the terms, they must have exactly the same variables with the same powers. So we start with the first term. and we look for exactly the same variables with the same power, if there are any. So is there anything that we can combine this first term with? Right, because they're exactly the same. So what we can do is take that and put it, just rewrite it, put it right next to it. So that way, we can just go and cross these out now and see what's left. So we have a plus 5, and let's put a set of parentheses around it just to hold it. We have plus 5 CD squared. And again, we would look for exactly CD squared if we do have it in the problem. And we do. So we would do plus CD squared. Now, what number is really in front of this here? 1, right? There's always a 1 in front of a variable. So we can put that in like that. So combining this here gives us what? Okay. And over here, we add the 5 plus the 1. All right, so that would be as far as we can go. So when we start to work with multiple variables, variables must be exactly the same in order for you to combine them, and that includes the power. All right, look at that one and tell me what can we do with it. Hmm? Okay, good, good. There's nothing we can do to it because if we look for x squared y, we don't have another one. If we look for xy, we don't have another one, and so on. So all of them are different, and nothing that we can do. So So it cannot be simplified because all terms have variables with different powers.
So is that how you would write the answer?
Mm-hmm.